Right, so I have returned once again to deliver some more Kaguya-sama Love is War, the manga series. God, that was loud. I just kicked in, I was like, God, that was loud. So actually have returned, actually cover some more Kaguya-sama Love is War, the manga series. On this stream, actually covering volume 12. On this stream, actually also are covering chapters 112 to 116. So yeah, I actually absolutely forgot I actually bought volume 12. I was under the impression I only bought volumes 9 to 11 where I carried on after the anime ended. But for some reason I actually bought 12 as well. I was like, shit, I didn't realise. That's why I was under the impression I was going to buy the rest and actually then cover what we have to cover. But it's actually been out in England at the moment. But no, clearly I actually had more, wouldn't you know? So if I had known, if I wasn't being a dumb boy at that point, if I had known, I would have covered it earlier, because I would have actually, that's what I would have done. But clearly I just forgot about it because I'm terrible with memory. Anyway, yes. So it's been a while. It's been a while since we've actually been doing Kaguya-sama. I mean, the anime ended almost 3 months ago at this point, I think. So yeah, I mean, I believe in the manga we left off on the rap battle, which actually was probably one of the best parts of the whole entire manga, but actually because it kind of is catharsis in a way. It's a very, once again, unorthodox catharsis, but it does in free work. Ohayou gozaimasu, also konbanwa as well, because it's actually also relatively almost evening over here anyway. So, Genki desu ka? So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that the actual rap battle probably was one of the best parts of the whole entire series. I hope that season 3 comes out at some point and adapts that, because it is really damn good. It's one of the best parts of the whole entire manga, just because it is literally like every single character just kind of letting their emotions out. And it actually was, more importantly, Hayasaka as well, because she has a lot bottled up as well, and she actually just kind of let loose in that whole entire chapter, and it actually was kind of cool. So yeah, we'll do actually what's going to happen in this volume though. So hopefully we'll probably get back to doing this more routinely. I think there's up to 14 out in England, I think, or 15, one of the two. I do believe it's one of the two. It's at one of those numbers. It's either 14 or 15. We're actually currently on. I think it comes out once every month over here now. It used to be once every 2 months. I think it's once every month now or something. Don't quote me on that. I cannot remember. I'm terrible with memory. Don't say anything. I'm terrible at memory. I'm 23 years old. It's like a 9-year-old's brain at this point. Let's be real. I can't remember anything. Right. I do believe we actually are good to go, but are we there? We certainly are. So, as always, let's actually get a show on the road and see what does in free happen in chapter 112, which I believe is called Miyuki Shirogane wants to make her confession. Part 1. So, in the last chapter, Shirogane made up his mind. If Shirogane hasn't confessed her love to me by the last day of the cultural festival, I'll make my love confession that day. 112, Miyuki Shirogane wants to make her confess, part 1. Sorry. Make her confess, part 1. After I go to Stanford, I won't be able to see Shinomiya anymore. We can only see each other while we're both at Shinichi. Then we'll be in a long-distance relationship for 4 years. I don't have time for excuses anymore. He's right. Shirogane doesn't have much time left. You can't keep dithering forever. Dithering for forever. God damn that word. Dithering forever. It's a British accent, alright? It doesn't help with certain words. I don't care if she figures out that I like her. I have to move forward whatever it takes. I'm gonna let go of my self-consciousness. I'm going to be a man and charge full steam ahead. Ooh, it's happening. It's happening. 112 chapters in, we're actually getting there. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, it is. That's correct. Shinomiya, what's that? Our class is hosting a cafe. We're going to wear costumes and wait on our customers. Oh, you're doing a cosplay cafe? That's right, like we did at the welcome party. We borrowed some sample costumes so we could try them on beforehand. Shirogane is staring. Of course I put on any costume he wants. If he asks me to, it's all over for him. Oh my. Are you that eager to see me cosplay? Are you that interested in me? Oh. Oh. So you like me, don't you? That's how I corner him. It's most like, I love how extremely like it's just like bruh at points in this manga how they try to confess to each other. It's like a game of like, if you ever watch Death Note, it's like Light and L have nothing on these two. It's more brain games than goddamn Death Note. On the other hand, I've had enough experience by now to know things won't go that smoothly. Shirogane is shy. He would never directly ask me to put on a costume, so I'll twist the knife until he can't resist. Hey, Shionmiya, why don't you try on those costumes? You could probably use an objective opinion, so why don't you put on a fashion show for me? Go ahead, try one on. Huh? Alright. That was easy. Oh my. He fell into my trap right away. You said I could use an objective opinion, but you just want to see me in a costume, don't you? Are you that interested in me? Are you that eager to be honest, yes. I just want to see you cosplay. This boy's gone smooth. This boy's smooth. Can't believe it, how smooth this man is. Like, he be growing. The boy be growing. He's gone Chad form now. He's in Chad form. You know you'd be wearing one costume at the cafe, so I want to see you in the other costumes. I'll wait outside. That's okay. I'll change in the secret room. What's happening? Shirakane's eyes look different today. How do I put it? It's like I can sense his determination. He has the eyes of a man determined to do something. I wasn't planning on trying these on, but I agreed to his request. I didn't corner him at all. But Shirogane, you made a mistake. You're moth-flying into my flame. I'm blessed with beauty. If I wear something cute, you'll be able to keep. Will you be able to keep your cool? I'll bowl you over. I'll bowl you over? I'll bowl you over? I don't dare wear clothes that show a lot of skin, so I'll kill you with cuteness. I'll corner you after I bowl you over. Shirogane, I'm ready. Merry Christmas. Take that. Go ahead and blush at my cuteness all you want. Shionmiya. You look so cute. Yeah, I've been covering the manga ever since season 1, like midway through last year, I think. When season one kind of ended, I was like, this might as well cover the manga instead. Because at that point, there was no season 2 on the horizon. It's more or less up in the air, so I actually covered the manga up until season 2 came out, basically. Do I look cute? Really? Yep, you look cute. Red is a great colour on you. The cultural festival is right before Christmas. Seeing you in that costume is like a Christmas gift to me. I'll go change. Huh? Why is he complimenting me so much? I'm the one who's blushing. I get it. This must be some sort of trap. He's making me self-conscious because he's trying to catch me off guard. But I won't let him. I'll turn the tables on you. Is this a blazer? We never wear these. So I guess this school uniform counts as cosplay. I'll look really different in this uniform. If I dress up like an ordinary high school student, Shirogane is bound to... Uh-oh. This skirt is so short. Well, I've seen high school students in super short skirts. I'll look indecent in this costume, but an indecent look will bowl him over for sure. Well, here goes. How do I look? Now you compliment me all you want. I won't blush this time. Shionmiya, I don't like that outfit. Oh, I had no idea. I've never seen that term before used. I've never actually seen that word before. Granted, this manga actually uses words I've never seen before in my life. What? I don't want you going anywhere in that costume. Do I look that bad in this? That's not what I meant. That skirt's too short. I don't want guys staring at your bare legs. Huh? What a forward thing to say. But this is how Shirogane truly feels. He's both possessive and concerned. It's obvious he likes her. He's not pretending he doesn't like her anymore. He's not afraid of taking risks. Shirogane has tossed aside his pride and self-consciousness. He can be honest with her now that he's gone on the offensive. Bruh. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like this manga actually has something about it. It makes it kind of like it's just so goddamn good. Like, it just can't get old. It's just that goddamn amazing. This manga actually can just keep on going. Should I ask him that question now? This means you like me, doesn't it? I'm sure he'll say yes, I do. But he probably has an ulterior motive. An alarm bell's ringing in my head. It's warning me this must be a trap. Is this really a trap? Is this really a trap? And he's ready to fight back with a counterpunch? I better not ask him that question yet. I'll go change. One more step. My instinct tells me things will progress if I take a step forward. I'll choose a costume that will deal the final blow. But he'll get overbearing if I wear something that shows off a lot of skin. So what should I put on? Oh, I know. Shirogane, how do you like this one? Shirogane is already losing his cool. He's biting his tongue so Kaguya won't notice how self-conscious and shy he feels. He's clenching his fist so hard it's dripping blood. Shirogane is already reaching his limit, and then a miraculous vision, the return of the cat ears, paired with a maid uniform. Oh yes, it's the weakness. Maid uniforms like the weakness are just like the massive weakness. It's the overarching weakness. Main outfits are the weakness. Shirogane can't take it anymore. Shirogane? Hello? Give me a break, Fujiwara. A maid uniform and cat ears? What a cosplay cliche. I can't believe you're wearing that costume at school. Fujiwara, you have no shame. Huh? Shomiya? Ah, why in the world are you wearing that? I'm sorry, I just assumed you were Fujiwara because that costume is so whack. I have no shame. My costume is whack. Oops. No, that's just a figure of speech. What I meant to say is I'm impressed with your commitment. I hardly see anyone cosplay that look nowadays. Yeah, I like it. It was very popular in the 2000s. The first round of Shirogane's attack ends in a draw, and the cat ears are sealed away again. Damn. Christmas Eve, my birthday. It says at school events, Hoshin culture. The festival, Christmas Eve, my birthday, the best day of the whole entire year. Second semester, closing ceremony, Koga's birthday is the first of first. Third semester, opening ceremony, school trip. Valentine's Day. Oh yeah, that's a goddamn day, isn't it? Valentine's Day. God damn it. That's a day that exists. I'm going to ask Yomi out a date. The story thus far. 113. Yuki Shirogane wants her to make her confess part 2. I've been too scared to ask her out. But asking her out, I love confession. Statistically speaking, people often confess their love after a date. I want to make Shomiya confess her feelings for me, so I'll set up a situation that will make it easier for her to confess her love. He is correct. Agreeing to go on a date is a sure sign that both parties think well of each other. Dates? Dates? What's that? I don't know what a date is. If a person who agrees to go on a date with you, you can be confident that they don't hate you. It's like, if you get rejected, they don't hate you. It's like, well, I guess it's a consolation prize in the end. And consequently, they're more likely to confess their feelings for you. I won't make a big deal out of it. I'll be cool and casual. Oh, by the way, a cultural festival is at the end of December. That's late compared to other schools. That's true. It is rather late. I thought all the other school cultural festivals were already over, but Kita High School's festival is next weekend. Oh? I've heard their cultural festival is really good. I don't want people comparing our schools and thinking their festival is better than ours. You worry too much. Naturally, I worry. I'm a student council president. I mean, if I guess it is kind of, but it's also a nice day at the same time. When you have that person, it's a nice day. Just a regular day, it's just a regular day to everyone else. It's just singles awareness day instead. Have this sound spontaneous when I ask her out. Why don't we go check out their cultural festival? Shirogane, he has just asked Kaguya-sama on a date, and her answer is, why bother? The cultural festival committee will take care of it. I guess so. I definitely will. You really do worry too much. Huh? Did he just ask me out on a date? Why don't we go check out the cultural festival? The we Shirogane was referring to was him and me. He was asking me to go to the festival with him. He was asking me out on a date. What? And how did I reply? Why bother? I turned him down. Hey, wait. Do over. Please ask me out again. This time I'll definitely say. So I was at this convenience store the other day, and the clear cola. Ugh. He's moved on to another topic. Wait, they have clear cola? That still exists? Sheesh. How can you be so stupid? It's going to be a long time before he asks you out on a date again. Because you flat out turned him down. I couldn't help it. It sounded so spontaneous. And then seeing him behave like that before, he will freeze up before he asks me out again. My brain needed time to process what was happening. That makes sense. I wonder what did happen. Did he have a sudden change of heart? I don't know. Come in, Hayasaka. Find a way to turn back time. I can't do that. I'm not Doraemon. But I can give you a piece of advice. It took every ounce of courage Shirogane had to ask you out, so why don't you ask him out this time? Me? Ask him out? I'd hate to see him just reject her as well. That'd just be the icing on the cake. I can't do that. I'm too shy. But I'm sure he feels the same way. I was the one who trampled on his feelings. It's not fair for me to run away now. I can do this. I just have to stop thinking that I'll be able to ask him out. I just need to be like I just need to be like Chica. Just head empty, no thoughts. I've changed my mind about observing Kita High School Cultural Festival. I'm not saying we should steal their good ideas. We could intrapolate from them and avoid repeating their mistakes. Intrapolate. So I agree that representatives of our school should go and observe their festival. Kaguya, she has deployed every ounce of her courage. She's not scheming. She's simply asked Miyuki out on a date. Because Shirogane had the courage to ask her out, she was able to overcome her own shyness. But this is how Shirogane interprets her words. Is she telling me to go by myself? Man, I haven't had Popeye's biscuits. What are Popeye's biscuits? In England we just have rich tea biscuits, which are like the best things in the world. And also Bourbons, I think they're called as well. Bourbons are the best things in the universe. They're the quintessential. They're just Bourbons, like, there's nothing better than Bourbons. It's the only thing from the UK I actually like. Can't stand tea. Can't stand anything else. Bourbons are the best things in the world. No, they're sort of like custard creams, if that exists anywhere else besides here as well. They're sort of just like they're just biscuits, like chocolate biscuits, but they have chocolate in the middle. It's the only thing from the UK if I ever moved that I would actually probably be like, I miss those things. I can't stand tea. I really don't. I can't stand it. The taste of it's disgusting to me. I used to love it as a kid, and I had coffee, and I was like, this is better. And actually, I just had that for the rest of my life. I don't mind. I don't like British tea at all. Everyone kind of looks at me like, what the hell's wrong with you? I'm like, just don't drink it. can't stand the taste of it. But coffee's fine. Coffee and cocoa are fine. Everything else just... But she's a school representative too, so does she want to come with me? Does this mean Shirogane used every ounce of his courage to ask Kaguya out, but he's still hurt because she was smiling when she turned him down? He doesn't have enough courage left to say, let's go together. And Kaguya's thinking, oh, why isn't he saying anything? Oh man, I get it. I'm British. It's fine. I'm the most un-British person in the universe. The only thing that's British about me is my accent. It's the only thing about me is British. I'm just I just don't do many British things. I'm sort of like an anomaly. That's how I've always been. I'm just an anomaly in Britain. Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. Maybe I should have been more direct. And now I feel as if my heart is going to burst. She's used every ounce of her courage, but her request was too vague and open to interpretation. And he really did use every ounce of his courage. He still doesn't have enough courage left to say, let's go together. One step more. They need to take one more step to break this deadlock. Someone help. Someone please give us a shot of courage. Hello? Ishigami. Good timing. Say something that will give me the courage to ask Yomi out. Guess what? I just saw the funniest thing. A guy asked a girl out to the cultural festival. Oh no. And the girl just smiled and said no. You should have seen the look on his face when she shot him down. I wish I'd taken the picture. Oh. Kaguya and Shirogane's courage meter falls 3 points. Ishigami's useless. He's so negative. There's no way I can ask Yomi out now. I wish someone else would come in and say something supportive. Hello? Guess what? I just witnessed something truly horrendous. A guy asked a girl out to a cultural festival in public. I can't believe his proposition. I can't believe he propositioned her right there and there. Naturally, I gave them a piece of my mind. Oh. Kaguya and Shirogane's courage meter falls 5 points. Ino is useless. Normal people can be the worst. I wish someone with a positive attitude who wasn't normal would come by and say something fortuitous. Hi, Fujiwara, you like cultural festivals, don't you? Huh? Why'd you ask? Sure, I like them. We were discussing who should go check out Kita High School Festival. Oh yeah, the cultural festival's tomorrow, isn't it? I went last year. Did you enjoy it? Yeah, I had a blast. Good. Way to go, Secretary Fujiwara. Shirogane's courage meter goes up by 6 points. Except for one problem. One problem? Guys kept hitting on me. I guess they got carried away by the festive atmosphere. That's terrible. You should never go to their cultural festival, Kaguya. You really get harassed. Ah. Shirogane's courage meter falls 10 points. It's all over. There's no way I can ask Yomi out now. I'm done for. But you shouldn't go either, you know. Why not? Because I have a terrible premonition. No one would hit on me if I went with a guy. Shomiya? You're right. Guys only hit on female students who are alone. You should go with someone. Exactly. This isn't going to end well. Men are useful at times like this. Plus, we're helpful because we had the stamina to go to lots of different activities. Besides, we could do more research if there were 2 of us. So how about if Shirogane and Shigami go together? Okay. I don't want to go by myself, but I do want to check out their festival. Yeah, great idea. Second round of Shirogane's attack. Both lose. Shirogane and Kaguya have 0 courage left. Not a care in the world. And so the 2 boys go off to their festival and have fun. I love that. I love the fact that they're actually bros now. Like it all started with the whole aquarium scenario. It all started there. Like the whole bro feeling was actually already there, and now it's even more so. I love it. It's so good. Man, I love this manga so much. It's so good. 114, Yuko Shirogane wants to make her confess part 3. You play the guitar? Just a little. Are you performing at the cultural festival? No, I'm not. A friend wanted me to play a piece she composed, that's all. She always uses great stuff when she composes, so I'm converting the notation to guitar tablature. I didn't really understand a word you said, but it sounds cool. All guys dream of playing the guitar on a cultural festival stage. Shirogane, you can discard that dream right this minute. You're cruel. Stay away from me. Are you going to force me to teach you again? No, I'm just going to my desk. Paranoid much? To be honest, I've actually kind of, whenever I said I don't like tea, people are like, really? I'm like, I've never seen the whole thing with it. Oh, Maryland? Is it Maryland is how you pronounce it? My brain would immediately go with Maryland for some reason. my brain immediately just reads it and just says it how it's read. My brain's always been like that. It's Maryland, isn't it? That's how you pronounce it. But yeah, I always kind of got like the weird, like, I always got a weird like stare when I said I don't like tea. I'm like, it's just tea. I just don't like the taste. Is it a very merry land? That's the real question. Does it live up to its name of the merry land? I made up my mind. I don't care if people find out how incompetent you are. That's not my problem anymore. I'm never helping you again. Fine with me. I won't ask you again. Very direct answer there. I really appreciate your honesty. Oh man, I have to keep that in mind if I ever stop by Maryland or Maryland, I should really say. Fine with me. I won't ask you again. To be continued in the balloon art and ballroom dancing episodes. Oh really? I never knew that. I've only been to New York twice, I think. I went to New York when I was a kid, I think. Twice, and I haven't been since. I went to Canada like 4 years ago at this point. 3 years ago? That was good. I haven't been to America in quite a while. It's been years. Just one of those things. Going there was expensive. I think the exchange rate wasn't too good either. That was the problem. I'd love to go back one day. That's what you say, but you're a lot more incompetent than you think you know. I'm not incompetent, but I know I'm not too good at a lot of things. Not too good? You always claim you have a little trouble with something, that you're just a bit clumsy, but you're always in need of intensive basic training. You need to view yourself more objectively. Objectively, huh? Miyuki Shirogane is a super virgin. It's very direct. A lot of girls have confessed to having feelings for him, so he's gotten overconfident and thinks he's very popular. However, what if the reason Shomiya hasn't confessed she likes me is because I lack masculine sex appeal? Oh no. Oh no. If there's even the slightest possibility that's true, I need to know. Shirogane is serious about dating Kaguya, so he's putting a risk management program into place. Hi. Did you come here alone? Yes. There's something very important I want to talk to you about. I'd like you to take the question I'm about to ask you very seriously. Okay. How do you feel about me as a man? Shirogane is seeking an objective opinion. Do you view me as a romantic interest? Shirogane just confessed his love for me. What? I have to find out if it's true that I don't view myself objectively. Obviously he doesn't. I need to think about it. Of course, you don't have the answer right away. Take your time. His words sounded like a love confession, no matter how you slice it. Huh? What's up with you two? Shirogane views me as a romantic interest. What should I do? What should I do? Oh, I'll ask Fujiwara too. Oh no! How do you feel about me as a man? Shurikai is a man whore. Look like she's back to square one. The only thing I think this whole entire manga will end with is actually us realizing that Shurikai is actually a man whore. Everyone knows. What do we remember from like that one chapter with Ishigami? Those who wear boxers are man whores. That's what you got to remember. That's the creed. That's the creed, as they say. That's the saying. That's interesting. I mostly was just England and Spain. I didn't live in Spain. I just went out there often because my family's from there. So we went to Spain quite often. My nan's from, if I remember my directions correctly, east. It's the east side of it. Yeah, the east side of Spain, Valencia. Yeah, from there. So we go there very often. But it's probably actually the most. That's probably like the most travel I actually ever did. Most of it was just kind of staying in England. Didn't really travel that much. My parents traveled quite often though. They went to like America and stuff like that. I think ever since I was like about yay big, I always wanted to go to Japan. That was always like my thing as a kid. Always. Ever since I was like that big. And this was actually ever since I actually knew about Japan, I was like, want to go there. One day. Is this a game? Yeah, it's like a game. It's your turn to think about whether you want to go out with me. I'd rather die. Wouldn't no go out with you either. His ego is as fragile as a block of tofu. Would you tell me why? I want your objective opinion. Oh, I get it. You asked me this question because of your conversation before. Of our conversation before. What are you talking about? I told Shirogane he doesn't have an objective view of himself. That's why he's worried about what other people think of him all of a sudden. Oh, now I get it. Then I can tell you with a qualm, President. I can tell you without any. And I can tell you without And I can tell you without. It's about qualm. It's getting me. And I can tell you without a qualm, President Shirogane, that you're 100% capable of making any objective assessments of yourself. How could you ask me a question like that? I was just polling you to determine my approval rating, that's all. I guess it's true that I can't see myself objectively. That must be why I often regret what I've said that other day before. But I already knew that. So, objectively speaking, how would you describe me? I'm sorry to have to say this, but I can't think of you as a romantic interest because I think of you as a problem child. I always have to discipline. I don't get any masculine vibe from you, though I did respect you at first. At first? You're like food that tastes worse than the more you chew it. You don't hate it, but you would never eat it for your last meal. No one would ever consider you. No one would ever consider you. Fujiwara, that's enough. She's feeling much better now that she's expressing her true feelings. I don't hate you, President Shirogane. Actually, I respect you. I'm so grateful to you. I understand now that you saved me during my election speech, even though we were enemies. But she doesn't like your face. They've got some very long terms in this manga I've actually never seen before. I know qualms is you don't have any there's no problems basically. You don't care. I know qualms is basically you just don't care. You're just like, bruh, I can say that without any hesitation. She doesn't like your face. So harsh. Fujiwara, you weren't supposed to tell him. He doesn't like my face. This hits way too close to home. But I still think you look cool. You actually ranked 4th or 5th place in your class. 4th or 5th? This is actually hitting way too close to home. His self-assessment was that you ranked 2nd or 3rd. Oh god. I had no idea that you'd be so hard on me. Maybe I'm a lot more hopeless than I thought. Whose face do you like? Still, this is my chance to gather more data. So, what is your type? Does he only need to be good looking? I'm not a sucker for a pretty face. What's most important is personality, of course. My ideal man is always be gazing at me. He'll always understand how I feel. He'll be a prince who gallantly comes to my rescue whenever I'm in trouble. I'm always on your side. Guys like that don't exist in real life. It would be a lot easier to choose someone based on their looks. Your prince only exists in TV dramas. He does exist, somewhere in this world. Miko, dream all you want, but you're the only one who's going to get hurt in the end. He does too exist. He does too exist. Fujiwara, who's your type? The complete opposite of Miko's ideal man. I don't need a guy to be perfect, as long as he's willing to expose his embarrassing weaknesses, to take on challenges and improve. Someone who always does his best. Wait. Establishment. I can't read that word. That word's beyond me. You've hit the word I cannot actually read. Because I actually can't read. Who knows? I get it. That actually makes more sense now. I can't read the word, but it makes sense. I get it. I know what it means. Wait, that's not what I meant. Shirogane doesn't think he's ever exposed embarrassing weaknesses. So you would be my type if you fixed all your faults. I didn't want to know that. She has a very negative image of Shirogane because she's coached him so many times. Anti-disestablishment ties. Oh, I get it. Yeah, slightly. I can't read. I just can't read. It seems women don't think well of me. I guess I was too arrogant to believe I could ever have a relationship with Shomiya. Oh hi, what's going on? Oh Kaguya. Shirogane asked us to insult him, so we're conducting a meeting in which we're legally permitted to verbally abuse him. I have no memory of calling a meeting for people to verbally abuse me. You're up to something strange again, Chika. I'm not the one who started this. Kaguya, be honest and tell Shirogane how he should improve himself. I don't want him to change. I think Shirogane is fine just the way he is. Have fun and keep safe. Don't do anything drastic. I think Shirogane is fine just the way he is. No, that's not true. I have a lot of flaws. There are so many areas in which I could improve. I always have room to grow. Shirogane regains his confidence. Hey Kaguya, don't be fake nice. Play by the rules. Do you really think you can whitewash Shirogane's defects? Fujiwara, why don't you look at yourself objectively? You're having so much fun insulting Shirogane. I can't believe you're enjoying this. How could you say that? You shouldn't insult people either. Kaguya doesn't realize she does it too. I was speaking of all the women in the world. I was speaking for all the women in the world. Doesn't see how warped she is. It's true, she's so warped. Every one of you. I love how she's represents the kind of the typical character you find in this kind of manga. But in doing so, she's the most warped character there because of that whole entire idea. It's actually kind of great. I always kind of like that about her. In essence, she actually represents the kind of the ordinariness in this whole entire world. But in doing so, she's actually kind of the most warped character there. It's pretty freaking funny. Every one of you should try to view yourself more objectively. How dare you? They're all correct. No one views themselves objectively. That's just human nature. Today's battle result, Shirogane wins. I hope so. Koba's leaving me hanging on red. The worst feeling in the universe. Hanging on red. 115. Miko Ino Can't Love Part 1. The Hoshin Cultural Festival. Shinichirō Academy's cultural festival is held every year right before winter break. Shirogane worked hard to obtain the Academy's permission to turn it into a 2-day event. So this year's festival is a big deal compared to past festivals. However, a longer event brings with it new challenges. Huh? And I need to join the cultural festival committee. Yeah, they want you to start tomorrow. I don't mind, but what exactly does the committee do? scrutinizes proposals, creates ads, decorates plans, scrutinizes proposals, creates ads, decorates plans, ceremonies. There we go. It was the middle one that was getting me. Assigns venues, manages equipment, designs the festival guide. Then there's negotiating with student groups, providing security and other odd jobs. The tasks are endless. Sounds like a lot of work. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. By the way, Koyasu is heading the committee. I'll do it. And so the next day, hello. Are you ready to fight? Yay! Huh? Whoa. How come they're so hyper? They're freaking me out. Hey Shigami, you were on a cheerleading squad with the head of the committee, weren't you? Can't you tell him to mellow out? Yay! Huh? Ishigami is acclimatized to their high energy level. Acclimatized? So what brings you two here? What brings us? You shouldn't cancel sent us. Alright everyone, let's begin the meeting. Last time I asked everyone to brainstorm festival slogans. Has anyone come up with one? Festival committee chair Tsubame Koyasu. I have. Great one, Onodera. Go on. Odera. Representative of Year 1 Class B, Rei Onodera. Oh, it's Onodera. I thought it was Onodera. We have to show that Shinchin's a great school. How's this sound? We're teens, we've got superpowers. Shinchin is fire. Huh? Sounds good, very, very positive. Yeah, crazy. Huh? Ishigami is going all out to blend in. You can't be serious. That slogan is so. Hold on, Koyasu. Such a colloquial slogan isn't appropriate for Shinchin. Public relations, Tepe Tanaka. At least one of them is normal. I think the slogan should reflect our intelligence. Our intelligence? How? Like, slogan 2. I woke up, lol. Really? That's so with. That's so what the hell, lol. Why don't you have a good time with YKW at the Shinchin depot? Oh yeah, it's so cray. It's cray. No worries. I'm no otaku. I'm going to sleep with fishes now. Nighty bright. That hurts my brain. As it hurts my brain as well. Huh? I used Kyoto University's slogan as a template. Kyoto University? Their slogan is actually just like this. Is it really? I really don't get it, but it does sound fun. Good job. Crazy, huh? Are you stupid? You need to tweak it more. Everyone, this is no time to fool around. We need to take this assignment very seriously. We are taking it very seriously. Why do you always do this? You categorically reject any idea that's different from yours. You'll never get anywhere if you keep that up. But we need to do everything we do everything properly. Then why don't you suggest a slogan? What's your point? I don't get it. Well, Ino freezes up when people look at her. Huh? A lot of help you are. Listen, I don't think our slogan has to make people laugh or be trendy. Let's come up with something simple and direct. What kind of cultural festival do we want to have? The kind of festival that's chill, where everything goes smoothly. Yes. Let's leave the slogan for later. We have a couple of requests from the students. Can we charge more for the things we sell? Please get rid of the minimum purchase price requirement. What's the problem here? Koyasu, I can explain. Accounting. Masaru Kobayashi. According to the festival guidelines, there's no need to obtain a temporary business permit if the festival is a non-profit activity that contributes to the community. That's why we can't have stores that turn a profit. Thank you, Kobayashi. So we can't raise prices. I have something to add. There are a lot of ways to circumvent that rule. It doesn't matter what our gross profit is, as long as we donate the proceeds to the community or incur enough expenses to offset it. Shouldn't cancel treasurer Yu Ishigami. I think it's worthwhile for students to learn how difficult it is to set the right price. I can see that. Let's bring it up with the teachers. Next, why are crepe stalls forbidden? Tsubame. I can explain. According to local public health regulations, we can only use ingredients that have been heat treated right before serving. In safety management, Daiki Sato. So we can't use pre-cooked rice or raw fish, and no fresh fruit or whipped cream for the crepes. Thanks, Sato. That settles it then. We can't have crepes that... I have something to add. We can't use dairy products, but frozen whipped toppings have been permitted in the past as long as they're made entirely of vegetable oil. We could use jam instead of fresh fruit, so I think we have room for a negotiation. Really? A class totally wants to set up a crepe stall. The meeting continues without a hitch. I had no idea Shigami was like this. Damn it, the nerve of him. This was our only chance to impress Tsubame. Hey, all of you Four Eyes, your attempts to impress Tsubame are so transparent, I'm going to destroy all of you. These male students are desperately trying to secretly outdo each other. God damn it. You pretend you're smart, but you must have stayed up all night memorizing your little speeches. How could you be so smug when you had to spend the whole night cramming? Shame on you. That's exactly what Ishigami did. And someone else did it too. And last request, please have a bonfire. Let's do it! We can't. Fire regulations have gotten really strict in the past few years. We have to ensure that the fire doesn't spread and provide extra security. In your election speech, didn't you tell us the neighborhood association wouldn't let us hold school activities in the evening anymore? Yes, but although it would surely require a lot of effort on our part, if we all put our best foot. Hey, that's easy for you to say, but the reason you're here is because the committee doesn't have enough staff. So who's going to do the actual footwork to persuade them? Wow. You aren't cured of your stage fright, are you? You're not cured of your stage fright, are you? Need some help? No thanks. Listen up everyone. Regulations have indeed become stricter. The association doesn't want to permit bonfires, but it's only because the grown-ups don't trust us. So how can we win them over? With a show of discipline. The job of a member of the disciplinary committee is to make grown-ups trust us. Shouldn't cancel auditor and disciplinary committee Miko Ino. Well, how'd it go? It was a complete disaster. Ino said she'll do everything herself. God damn it, poor girl. She insisted on personally negotiating with the neighborhood association. The committee couldn't let her go alone, so a couple of members had to accompany her. Who's afraid of neighborhood association? But it turns out all the time this committee put in over the last few years wasn't a waste after all. Oh, it's that little girl again. The little girl always works so hard. The wife of the head of the neighborhood association was impressed with Ino's work ethic. So Ino's idea started to get some traction. The neighborhood association sent an application to the fire department to request an emergency drill on the second day of the cultural festival. Now they're going around the neighborhood, notifying residents about the bonfire. No one can complain because we'll have a fire truck parked right on campus. Here's a permission slip from the principal. Good job. Sounds like quite a hassle. You guys really worked hard. Yeah, she really worked hard. We promise not to inconvenience you. Please. How many more homes do we need to visit? 32 including apartment buildings. He likes us a lot. Onodera, why are you helping me? Huh? Why wouldn't I? I really want a bonfire too. I'm so excited. Yeah. I can't wait. This is the one. We'll show you how passionate we are, heart to heart, at the Hoshin Cultural Festival. Great slogan, nailed it. Today's battle result, Ino wins. Where have I seen this handwriting before? Please have a bonfire. The day of the cultural festival fast approaching, and teaching academy students are very busy. About time we started doing some real work. It's time for the media club to shine. Media club Karen Kino, media club Erika Kose. 116 students wish to discuss a cultural festival. So where do we start? There's only one place to start. An interview with me, archery team Kaguya-sama. Yes please, yes please. She's real. She's so beautiful. These girls worship Kaguya. But I hardly even come to practice anymore. I don't think I'm the one to answer your questions. You ought to interview the club president instead. Oh, Kaguya's getting all bashful right before our very eyes. This is fresh squeezed bashfulness. These fangirls are rather odd. But you've been chosen to light the bonfire with a flaming arrow. How does that make you feel? You know about that already. Alright, I'll accept your request for an interview, but no photos please. We understand. Darn. Let's begin. Kaguya, you're extremely talented at the tea ceremony, flower arranging, Japanese dance, and Japanese harp, as well as martial arts such as Aikido, and Naginata? So Aikido and Naginata. You're especially talented at archery. You already received the rank of the 4th dan, even though you're a high school second year. You also won a national junior high school individual competition. A national competition, really? You're too genius for this world. You're number 1 girl in all of Japan, whereas I myself, in comparison, was born a mere insect. What's the matter with you? Just ignore her. It's a chronic condition. You have to hit the target 10 times in a row in the final match. Whoever misses is eliminated. Your record even exceeds the high school competition record of the same year. It was just a stroke of luck. What the hell? You're legendary! Kaguya, you have a stellar record, yet you haven't participated in a single competition since you entered high school. Can you tell us why? I have my reasons. She looks so melancholy. I get it. What is it? You're all alone because you're a genius. I haven't seen Inuyasha in like 15 years, give or take. 2004 wasn't it when Inuyasha was around? I think. Hello, konnichiwa, genki desu ka? Was it like 2004? I think. I watched it briefly. I wasn't very into Inuyasha at that point. I should really go back and watch that at some stage. I'm actually just like in the mood for like 200 plus episode anime. One day. That's it, isn't it? We mere mortals may only grovel before you in the presence of such a wide-ranging talent. Oh yeah, it's like the isn't it the children of the characters from Inuyasha, if I remember correctly. People hurl just words at you. If only you weren't a member of this club, and thus Kaguya smiled kindly upon the others and left the world of archery forevermore, if that's what everyone wishes. but Kaguya forgives us lowly humans. No. So did Kaguya descend from the heavens? She could have, for real. Please forgive us. We're so insensitive. We didn't realize how lonely it is at the top. We'll never mention the competition again. A personage such as yourself must have problems. You can't prove a word about it. Well, yes, they're actually correct. Kaguya does have a problem she can't tell anyone. I might watch it. I don't know. I'm not too into Inuyasha to actually kind of like actively keep up with it. An actual senior high archery competition is held from December 24th to 26th, but December 24th is Christmas Eve. How can Kaguya tell all of the athletes who are training so hard and everyone who has such a positive image of her that Christmas Eve is more important to her than the national archery competition? You know why it's so important to her? Because it's my birthday. Christmas Eve is my birthday, so that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important. Everyone knows it's because it's my birthday. because of the possibility that she might spend it on a date with Miyuki Shirogane. She doesn't want to be in Okayama that night because it's so far away from Tokyo. So you aren't interested in competing in the national tournament? No. In Japanese archery, the number of times you hit the target is irrelevant. What a purist! She just has nerves of steel. Kaguya has transcended everything. You're a saint, the Jesus Christ of the Order of Archery. She's a Judas of the Order of Archery. How do you get so good at archery, by the way? I don't think I'm all that good. I just happened to fire the perfect shot during my first year of junior high school, and I've simply repeated that technique ever since. When I make the right moves, the arrow hits target. Are you alright? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What an interview? Sure, you can watch us practice. Rhythmic gymnastics, Tsubame Koyasu. I love Tsubame. Me too. Koromo Shiranui, first year fairy. Kagashiomi, second year princess. Sumo Koyasu, third year swan. They're my top 3 favourites. So what do you want to know exactly? You're the head of the cultural festival committee, Tsubame. You must have a lot on your plate since you're practicing in both your class and club projects. Well, third year classes usually do something simple because that's the year they apply to outside universities. Why does Shinichi hold a festival right when everyone's in the full stretch of studying for the national center test for university admissions? The rumor is that they want to discourage students from taking the national admissions test, so they say that they only apply to Shinichi University. Sometimes our school resorts to dirty tricks. Huh. Kind of. Sometimes it's not bad. I don't ever kind of go, oh shit, I didn't get anything for my birthday because the day after is Christmas. Mostly just like I get a couple of small things on my birthday and then big stuff on Christmas, or one big thing birthday and one big thing Christmas. That's how it normally goes. My entire family, besides my auntie and my nan, are all born in December as well. So it's like the 14th, the 24th, and the 28th. It's a really busy month. I've already been admitted based on my recommendations, so I'm going to enjoy my last cultural festival. This is the last event for us third years. Tsubame used to dance classical ballet but switched to rhythmic gymnastics. How can we quit ballet? Because I want to experience as many things as possible. I want to try out anything I might enjoy. That's why we're putting on this performance. We're doing it for the fun of it. It's a stage performance combining theatre and rhythmic gymnastics. What's the theme? The Hoshin legend. The Hoshin Cultural Festival can be traced back to this tale. A love story in which a man offers his heart to his beloved. Astronomy Club, Momo Ryuji. An interview? No thanks. Could you at least tell us what you're doing for the festival? We don't know yet. I'm too lazy to come up with an idea. How come we're interviewing Ryuji? Because she's the daughter of the leader of the regional yakuza mob. I thought it would make an interesting news story. She'll kill you if you're rude to her. Hey, I heard that. You've already been very rude. Why would I kill someone just because my dad's the head of a yakuza group? I'll kill you for saying that. Are you going to kill us or not? Now beat it. That guy over there will talk to you. She's so loud. Shouldn't cancel President Shirogane. My free semi-curricular canals have suffered semicircular canals have suffered damage because of my love and respect for him. You have to interview him in my place. Okie dokie. President Shirogane, what the heck is that? What the heck is that thing? Oh, well, the Student Council constructs a prank using paper mache every year. Several decades ago, the Student Council placed a huge ball on a school roof. Students referred to it as a precious stone. So every year, the Student Council secretly places a papier-mâché jewel somewhere on campus. I see. This is huge. Did you make it yourself? Yeah, I used to make tons of this kind of thing at my part-time job. He's just mentioned a part-time job. I've heard a samurai's second job was to make folk art, which makes President Shirogane a last samurai. He's poor but honourable. So cool. We're looking forward to seeing the complete jewel. Do you have a message for the student body? Let's see. At this festival, I plan to be a man. What? Be a man? We should have noticed determination in Shirogane's eyes. We had no idea this was the beginning of a legend that would be handed down for the next decade. A major incident involving the entire festival. A chain of betrayal that would never end. Kaguya-sama's sweet smile after everyone else had forgotten the meaning of love. Next episode, The Dark Legend of Shinichi. Stop doing that weird voiceover narration. It's getting late. Let's call it a day. Hey, wait. We have to interview the problem students. Board game club. What are you wearing? A K63 helmet. Also known as a Spetsnaz helmet. I can withstand headshots from a Kar 98K. What's your project? We've come up with a game that will involve the entire school. It's going to be a battle royale in which we kill each other off until anyone is left alive. Oh my god. I get it's a double reference. It's battle royale instead of the battle royale film. It's also battle royale instead of the game. It's the game type itself as well. She's wearing the helmet, I think, very similar to the guy in the front of PUBG as well. So it all kind of correlates. Ah, you monsters! Editor's postscript. The board game club plan was not approved. Advertisement. Sneak peek behind the scenes. We want to talk about Kaguya. Art by G3 Ida. Publishing Weekly Young Jump. I don't think we actually get that. And we're the stars. I don't think we get when I talk about Kaguya afterwards. I don't think that actually comes out over here, to my knowledge. I might be wrong. I have to go and check that out, but I don't think we do get that. Anyway, yeah, that was half of Volume 12. Once again, a very, very interesting chapter overall, I must say. It's kind of getting to the point that they've realised, and now they're actually kind of sort of just being like, yeah, we should be a bit more practical about this whole entire thing. And actually, it's interesting to see them try to actually now, since they're actually not attempting to actually be like secretive about it, and actually kind of being a bit more forward about it, how they go about it, because it still doesn't. They still can't do it. They still just can't do it for some reason. It's just their mindset just kind of stops them from realizing, well, shit, is he trying to ask me out or something? Until it's very too late. And I kind of still like that. I like, even though they're kind of like, even though they're now saying, oh, well, I want to go out with him, it's still exactly the same. There's no change in actually how it's been done. It's just now it's more proactive. It's just a bit different, but how it's done is still exactly the same. And I like that because it kind of keeps the whole it keeps the momentum still going. It keeps what's actually otherwise amazing about this manga still going, because you would think if they find out that they're kind of doing free like each other, you would no, they're not. They're still trying to confess their feelings for one another. It's still stuck at that point. You would think at this point in the narrative they actually probably. You would think in other manga, when they actually realise they actually like each other, like each other. God damn it, say the word correctly in the end. Like each other. In other storylines or in other narratives, it would kind of lose its steam, because it kind of like now it's kind of like, now they know it. What's the point? But at least here it's actually kind of nice, because it's actually still kind of like they're still the same. It's still the same characters as they were beforehand. Just now they're kind of like, oh yeah, we kind of like each other now. So I like that it's still the exact same manga, but just the actual narrative actually hasn't very progressed. It's on to that point now. It's actually kind of like, well, will they? It's not the will they, won't they? It's actually when will they now. I actually kind of like that about this whole entire manga. It actually doesn't really show us that actually it just doesn't lose steam. Nothing about this whole entire manga is actually going to change. So it's still going to be exactly the same. It's just like, now it's just a little bit different in comparison. So I appreciate that. And yeah, I just oh shit, did YouTube just die? Oh no, I'm alive. I thought I did watch that at some point. So yeah, I do actually like this manga a lot. It's actually probably one of the best examples actually how to do like a will they won't they kind of storyline, because it always was one of those kind of like it's sometimes it's kind of like, hey, does this work very well? Is this actually good? I don't know. But in this manga, actually you're actually constantly involved, because it's just one of those things you just can't get enough of it. You constantly just can't get enough of actually how they are as characters, because they're just so goddamn like. They're just them. You can't compare them to anyone else, because they're just them. I love them because of it. It's so great to actually see them actually kind of just grow and actually kind of realize, yeah, we got to sort this problem out and actually create more problems because of it. It shows they're just kind of human in that way, and actually are just dumb teenagers like we all were at one point. So yeah, I'll probably cover the end of volume 12 maybe on Saturday hopefully, or Friday depending. So yeah, as always, ご視聴ありがとうございます。僕の動画を面白いと思ったら、いいねやチャンネル登録をお願いします。So, if you have enjoyed this whole entire show as a whole on YouTube and Doom Free, leave a like, because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed this whole entire show as a whole on YouTube and Doom Free, leave a sub, because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed this whole entire show as a whole on YouTube and Doom Free, leave a follow on Twitter, or join Discord as well, because both do help me quite a lot, and both will then tell you when these streams go live and any other streams I do as well. But until next time, some more Kaguya-sama, Love is War, the manga series. See you guys later. Bye for now.